Tokyo Disney Mike got Adventureland. A man climbs the tree of life in Animal Kingdom, and we ask, are headband plushies the new hotness? All that and more in this month's News Roundup. Fun, fun, fun! Welcome back to Fun, 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 a podcast where we take fun very seriously. Hey, it's our News Roundup. All the news roundup for you. On location, I have Nathan. Nathan, are you there?
Yes.
Aging Nathan?
Yes, I think I hear you.
Nathan,
yes,
where are you?
As you can see, I'm at the Geo 82 bar at the new EPCOT Spaceship Earth Hotel. This
Hotel?
There's a hotel bar behind me, so I assume that this is
It does
stage
look suspiciously
one.
like a hotel bar, doesn't it?
I
does.
assume,
I didn't even put that together. Actually, even worse, I think it looks like a cruise ship bar. Like, it's one step even more further evolved. Because of the panoramic viewing, it's like back of the boat cruise ship bar.
Oh, maybe I'm on a cruise ship and I did. Ooh. Oh no, you're right. I am on a cruise.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. We have to. This is about to open, and they really wanted me to put on a bachelorette sash and
that's it.
Yeah, just that.
Okay.
That's all they wanted from me.
Well, with that in mind, you have to stay at Geo 82 for the rest of the podcast. I hope you're happy.
I can't go back home. I'm on location.
Right. So. You're on location, right? Exactly. Well, and any kids in there?
No, baby. We're drinking a Red Stripe in here. We crazy in this adult club here. It's crazy up in here.
Jeez. Okay.
I can barely hear you over all this music.
All right.
Happy New Year.
It's going to be a great place for a New Year party. No doubt.
If you don't want to see fireworks, for sure. It's going to be great.
Oh, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Hey, it's a podcast crossover. I have two of my favorite Disney podcast co-hosts here with me to talk about Disney news. I have Dapper Danielle and Meg, the magical millennial ladies. What's going on? Woo! I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are the best.
Oh, thanks, Dan. We like hanging out with you too, especially when you came over onto our episode, which we need to do that and work on that for the next season. So we will have to definitely bring you back.
We're coming back. I got cues on my episode. It's a fan fave. Everyone loves it. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see what you challenge for me to come back and do a countdown for next. It's great.
We're ready for it. We're ready. We're already pre-planning.
Season 6. Let's go.
Wow. You guys have it broken up into seasons?
We do. Yes. 20 episodes per season. I think one season we did like bonus ones. We went to 22 or something, but yes.
Nice. We don't do seasons here yet. Maybe. I don't know.
You just keep it rolling.
Yeah, I generally do a previously on. We're
flying by the seat of our pants.
That's
we
fun.
don't do a previously on. What are you talking about?
Well, we could.
We could. No, we couldn't.
Do you remember? Did you watch Mad Men live on AMC when it was out? Because they had the best previews for the next episode. It would just be like someone going, and that was the full thing. Just big eyes, and they'd be like,
"No."
They wouldn't because they didn't want to tell what the plot was, so it would just be these sort of like reactions,
random facial expressions, and that's it.
Yeah, it was always funny. It was always the weirdest thing. Anyway.
Well, hey, speaking of random facial expressions, you should have seen my face when Tokyo Disneyland was like, hey, we're going to rebuild a good chunk of our iconic Magic Kingdom clone that we haven't messed with yet, Adventureland. This is a wild story, guys. This is really crazy. And I love it. Just big, like we're filling in River of America. We're plowing Muppet Vision. And now we're gonna. Now Tokyo's like, hey, we went in on that. Can we fill in an iconic river of and build a Cars attraction? So there's a lot going on here.
Well,
there's a lot going on.
Why don't we be clear on what they're going to do? What's the plan?
Well, be clear on it. I have no idea what they're going to do.
So this to recap for those that don't know, is their portion of Adventureland currently identical? Is it truly identical to how ours is in Magic Kingdom?
No.
Well, nothing's identical.
Not
but
identical.
But
it is
all the same juice.
Yeah.
True.
Same clones. I mean, to start with, there were. tiki room.
They
Jungle
have
Cruise.
they have their own tiki room, which
But
will be
they
a
have it
travesty when it goes. But they don't really care about the tiki room. It's a thing.
This is the point I think that is worth making, which is I kind of love this because there's look, you could bulldoze it Adventureland at Magic Kingdom. I don't care because as long as the original is sort of there, you know, we kind of hold on to these things that are like, oh, it's so important. It's like, well, the Japanese, the normal Japanese tourist is like, Adventureland. I've done the Tiki Room, I've done Jungle Cruise, and they don't have interest in it. Like, well, then I'd rather have cool stuff.
But they love the Incredibles, so let's just invest. You know?
Yeah, I mean, this is so interesting, and I do feel like, okay, is this Japan or Disney Imagineering's move to be like, hey, we got great responses from Fantasy Springs. All the Americans, they want something similar in their park. Well, they have to realize they have to get rid of something to be able to get the cool stuff. So we're going to bring it all over to Japan, and then all the Americans are going to complain, and then Imagineering is going to be like, okay, you want this. We are going to take something away from you if you really want this that bad. So is this their way of trying to communicate that?
I don't think so because it's the how do I put it? The Oriental Land Company has money they are willing to spend to invest in quality. And Disney is like,
we have to pay for it? What?
And so I don't think it's coming from a Disney initiative, but I think it is the Oriental Land Company very much saying, look, we wanted a clone. We still appreciate that's what we wanted. Now they're hitting this global audience.
Want new stuff. Like an Incredibles roller coaster. It looks cool. Also, I mean, and we've had this discussion. This concept art is about as good to me as a napkin on the floor of a bar. Like none of this is real. You know, like it's all like we're just gonna run through maybe some close-ups of what they have here.
Yeah.
But otherwise, what is worth paying any attention to this initial concept art that is likely done by an intern that is now working for a third company down the line?
I know who did it. I know who did it.
Okay.
I gotta. Let's see if I can find it. I want to get the name correct, but
show us another part of it.
So this is The Incredibles, and then here is Up.
What's that? Up?
Up.
There's balloons.
I think that is
that's Paradise
styled.
Falls.
Yeah. Paradise Falls,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, is it a play place or something?
It looks like
Kevin.
A play zone. It kind of similar to how our Dino Land bridge is right there over top of the walkway. It looks very similar.
Hey, I love these in a theme park, man. The Seuss Land with just having a bunch of crap for kids to like crawl through and on. It's a home run, you know, when you're just exhausted, but your kids aren't. And so, you know, because theme parks, man, they beat you up. And when you're a parent, you're like old and dying, you know, and like everything hurts. And so, you know, this is great. I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a building too. I think
I was gonna say that looks like a show building.
Yeah. So we're gonna have some sort of interior ride.
It would be a total waste if it wasn't. It's just like a facade.
Paradise Falls Navi River Journey.
I think you're gonna ride. Wait, is Kevin a flightless bird?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Kevin is a flightless bird.
That's a shame.
Oh, you think it's soaring over Paradise Falls with Kevin?
No, I was thinking it was more like
Flight of Passage. Yeah.
Flight of Passage. My God.
That's what I'm saying. Soaring.
What if you're flying with the house?
Soaring on a horse.
Horsing around? Horsing?
You could be, or in the house. You could be in the house.
In the house. The house is good. Yeah.
So this is, I don't have a name besides Jay Swartz, 84 at Blue Sky, but they drew this Tokyo artwork. They're the lead concept designer at Imagineering.
That's cool. What other chunk do they have?
She liked what I put, which was, before y'all freak out, this happens in a decade. It's, you know, and she was like, the artists themselves are like, gang, don't take this too hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, calm down. Literally, our job is to create the concept. That's why there's no rough edges. There's no hard lines. This is all very loosey-goosey. This is just a concept. This is not necessarily to scale. Everything can change.
But this is also Aquatopia in Moana themed. That's what this is. For
Which
sure.
is cute. Looks very colorful.
If they're not going to have, we'll talk about it in a second, but if they're not going to have Aquatopia at Tokyo Sea, then it would make sense to have that same sort of system here.
Cool boats. Kids love boats. Everyone loves a boat.
Well, yeah, I think it's, you're going to spin around on it.
The country's an island, so there's a lot of boats. It's a boat-heavy island. You know what I mean? Boat-heavy culture.
Have you been to Tokyo? It sure sounds like you have. You know the culture well.
Oh, my God. Shut up.
Right.
No, but I've been to Epic, so...
that's not as that's not as cool as you think it sounds. Sorry.
It is as equally as cool as you think it's, as I think it sounds. Is there anything else? What's that like Colombia? Is there an Encanto thing going on?
I am rubber, you are glue. What? No, I think that's the balloon area. I think that's still connected with this up here.
Yeah, that's like the other walkway area that connects over into the up section. But that looks like a dinosaur over there.
That does look like a dinosaur.
That's a pterodactyl in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact there's nothing left at Dinorama. So
nothing left.
Gone.
Is that all? Are those all the close-ups? Is it just 3?
There's 3. There's only really 3 sections here.
Okay.
Boring.
If you look at the main ones. Pass.
My goodness. He just doesn't want to hypothesize. Look at
but there's nothing to hypothesize about. Like let's really dive deep into a 3-year-old's ramblings. You know what I mean? Like that's all this is.
Let's hyper focus on something that won't be here until 2035.
Right. That will change rapidly as management changes rapidly and everything changes rapidly and nothing is real.
I tell you what, someone's getting 6 hours of content out of that, and it ain't us, which is but Disney Sea is also going through some changes.
What's that?
I don't think I've seen this picture yet.
So this is from Tokyo Disney Sea. Danielle, have you been to Tokyo? Megan, have you been to Tokyo?
I have not, but I've been living vicariously through all of our friends that went to Star Wars Celebration, and they all went to Tokyo Disney Sea and Tokyo Disneyland before or after, and I've just been living through all their photos and videos.
Megan?
I went to Disney Sea in 2012. So it was many years ago.
Okay.
But I have seen it, and it was a very fun day. I liked it a lot. It's a cool park.
Yeah. So the difference here, for those who might have some concept or idea of the park, is this is sort of their, how best to put it, like
it's like their steampunk area.
Yeah,
in
it's
a weird way.
Tomorrowland. It's like Aqua Tomorrowland, steampunky a little bit too. Yeah, for sure.
Jules Verne.
Kinda. Yeah. Well, they sort of amped it up the last couple of years and sort of changed it too. So they've done a redesign when they got rid of. So
what's new? What's the new in this chunk?
So in the top right corner is what was Storm Rider and is now Finding Nemo something. I can't remember the name of that. Sea Rider maybe, and it's a cute little ride. But everything else there is basically Aquatopia. That chunk there in the middle where the water is. There's not a bridge there. That's not how that looks at all. It's all it looks like you're on the water, but you're actually on a trackless system.
Is that coming in from the entrance right there, where they have that just like almost a World Showcase lagoon right there in the center? Almost?
This is so that lagoon in the middle does not exist. Or maybe it's just normal water and it doesn't have the bridge. There's no bridge there. In the middle, so it's kind of. But you're coming in from Coney Island. Or not Coney Island.
Coney Island.
I'll get it.
It's their New York section.
Cape Cod.
Oh, yes.
Cape Cod. So, yeah, it goes New York, the harbor, and then Cape Cod, and then into this. So this whole building on the left is new. All of this area. So this is like it looks like a full-on another e-ticket for this area, opposed to Aquatopia, which was really fun, but honestly, it is a not great system for, throughput.
It's giving the original concept art of Disney Springs.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And I don't mind it. I mean, is there shopping that's needed in this area? That kind of looks like a waterside restaurant over there in the very center with those water fountains right there.
Yeah, I think you're not wrong. It does look like an entrance. Like there'll be something on the right and the left.
Right.
I think that you're not.
Can't wait for new ways to spend money.
Well, there's
looking forward
already,
to it.
Yeah, so we'll see how they lay this out, but this one feels very practical. I think this will happen because this is as close to the next thing that they're going to do since Fantasy Springs was a massive undertaking. So this makes sense. The other one is a little nutty, but
Wow, looks great.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Nice.
All right, so let's head on over to Volcano Bay. Meg, have you been to Volcano Bay? You like water parks? I hate water parks.
I do like water parks. Some of the big water slides scare me a bit, but I have not been to Volcano Bay. I do want to go sometime soon.
Yeah, man, your butt like lifts off of some of those, man.
Yeah,
It's
like,
scary, and it's just your body on a slide. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's
my
risky.
bare,
I can do any
my
roller
bare
coaster.
back.
Yeah,
Right.
I can.
And
I can
there's
do any
just
roller
a
coaster,
thin
but-
sheet covering
but-
my butt, like.
and it's just like there. The slide's like not covered. Some of the slides aren't covered all the way, and I'm
Fall right
I'm
out.
scared I'm gonna freaking
It'll fall right out.
Fall right out.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Y'all, you go to the Lazy River.
Volcano Bay had magic bands.
Yes, they had tapus.
That
Tapu
feels
tapus. They
inappropriate.
still have
I'm just
them,
gonna
don't
say.
they?
I'm just gonna say.
They won't. They won't soon because
They're
Universal
ending Tapu
Volcano Bay
Tapu with virtual lines and wearables.
Yep. So that system is closing up.
Yeah, but if that stinks of like, but something new is gonna come. Don't worry, something new you have to buy.
I mean,
because I'm sure.
You're right. It might connect it to the app or something, but I don't know. It's interesting. This could just be like a.
Or is it
supply
because
issue?
they don't have the same lines anymore? So they're like, okay, no, you can go physically wait in line instead of having to wait your turn virtually.
Because it's like the land rush is over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, we got to get in there and get covered with hair and Band-Aids in the lazy river. Come on, kids.
This is the grumpiest Dan that I've ever experienced on this show.
What water parks?
He is
water parks.
so grumpy this episode. He
It's
doesn't
a
like
water where everyone's marinating their holes. You know what I mean? And like
That's
we're all
the
hanging out.
point. That's the point.
No,
it's a nice whole
you know
soup.
what? And I'm fine with Mother Nature's holes in the ocean. That's fine. But like, I don't. You know what? Stay tuned for another lost episode. We just dropped the Alicia one, but I have one with Rob where we talk about our measure of cleanliness of water at Disney parks by if we would let our butt soak in it. And so, like
I want to know that just from working in recreation and knowing the chemical balance that goes into all the bodies of water. I want to know what your opinion is.
I'm a body of water. I'm concerned too.
Yeah, you know what? And like, just like, guys, just think about. I mean, like, I don't mean to go there, but like, no one has a bidet. Like, no one. No, Americans don't have bidets. There's not bidets in the hotel rooms. I know you. Shut up. I'm just saying that, like, Jerry from the Midwest and all his stinky, gross ass kids come into town. God bless you, Jerry. Keep coming to town and watch our YouTube videos and subscribe. But none of you are clean. None of you are wiping properly. And then you want me to get in that soup, and you want me to hang out in that. You want me to hang the lazy
It's
river?
just building your immunities, Dan. That's all it
No,
is.
the lazy river, by and large, is a human bidet trough. With
no.
water blasting you down, between your cheeks, cleaning you out, and everyone's hanging in there, spitting water out of their mouth.
Dan sounds like he's speaking
making
from
dolphin
personal
noises.
experience.
Pass.
Yeah.
Hard pass on human soup. On human soup. No thanks.
Dan touched a turd in a pool during elementary school or something.
No way, bro.
He's
Touch a
got
turd.
fears.
I just don't want to be in people's poop soup. That's
He's
all.
got fears.
That's fair.
That's all.
You are so grumpy. Let's talk about something that'll make you happy, which is watching the
When Mark
fireworks.
Rober told me that when you smell a pool, it's because people are peeing in it, that broke my brain in a way that I can't describe to you. The fact that like the density of the chlorine gas in the pool room
get him off this.
is entirely dependent on the amount of urea in the pool.
Yeah.
What? So I'll just enjoy my bromine stink, and chlorine's out for me, hard out. Now that I know that me smelling chlorine is me smelling pee, hard out.
Well, I
Hard
grew up going into ponds, so
Exactly.
You're comfortable
Here
with your
in Florida,
holes
we got the
marinating
brain-eating
anywhere.
amoebas. We're used to this. Like, a little bit of chlorine is fine. It's like, we'll take that any day of the week.
Megan,
It's
do you
not
do
going to
a
eat our
pond?
brains.
Do you do a pond?
I mean,
A
I
pond?
used to as a kid, but...
Yeah, would
No.
you get into a pond now? No.
No.
No way. No. I mean, I get that pond.
But I
you can
survived
touch
as
the
a
ground
kid.
of a pond?
That's the main thing.
Well, Danielle can't get into a pond because a gator will eat her. That is
Exactly.
all
There's
There are
ponds.
safe ponds out there. All right, speaking of safe ponds,
I
Spaceship
tried to
Earth.
get you to talk about this next thing. You are so. Are you excited or what about seeing fireworks from a mile away and paying $200
I don't
to
care
do
about
it?
fireworks. theme park fans are so disillusioned by fireworks. We all pretend to still like be into them, whatever. But like 4th of July is like stupid. Come on, Megan, do you care about 4th of July anymore? Fireworks, the amount of fireworks you have seen in your life, you must be like, whatever, whatevs,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, nothing impresses me. Nothing's gonna beat Happily Ever After and like the tease that is that musical masterpiece with fireworks.
Sure.
Like, and you want me to listen to like
Dan,
Kiss,
you're like a child at a
97.1
McDonald's.
firework celebration of Philadelphia or whatever.
A poorly mixed 4th of July tribute.
You have become a child at McDonald's. I've given you a little bit of burger, and you go, no, I don't want to talk. No. And I give you a little bit of fry, and you go, no. And then I go, here you go. Here's the thing. Here's fireworks. Here's the thing. Everyone goes,
to be sassy.
ooh.
I'm not trying to be sassy, but I'm just saying that like all of Epcot's fireworks are the same. There's cannons that ka-chunk from all the lanterns.
Have you actually seen the 4th of July fireworks that shoot off behind American Adventure?
No.
Those are cool.
It is truly a salute to all nations, but mostly America. It makes my Sam Eagle heart so happy to see.
I bet that's fun. I bet that's cool.
The point being, would you like
they're going off right now in the background of your.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm
what
here.
What do they look like? Turn around and look at them.
Oh.
You see them?
Yeah. Kinda.
You make good eye contact with them too. You commit to this bit. You son of a bitch.
They're pretty
yeah,
far.
what's it like? Tell me what the firework experience is like.
I can't even hear them.
How many people are getting engaged? Is it great? I bet it's great.
There's a lovely lesbian couple to my left. They're very nice. Or am I right? My right.
Wonderful.
Sorry.
Jesus.
And a very sad bartender.
Are you guys excited to go to GO82? Please tell me.
Megan, you want to take this first?
Yeah, I can't wait to experience it. Adults only lounge. Yes, that sounds lovely. Yes.
Is there a menu? Is there anything good like to eat or snack on?
I don't even know. Do we have a menu yet? Or
they dropped a drink preview menu and they dropped a menu of what's currently there. And I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, like the word that they keep using to describe this is sophisticated. That is the key terminology and descriptor word that they're using to describe all this. Which there's some things I'm like, okay, very excited for. They're obviously picking and choosing some things that have done very well in the festival booths. I love that the bomb cooking is randomly there along with the strawberries. And I love the cups. I love the theming. I'm a sucker for the theming.
You like the cups? You like this?
Not those cups. Not the ones that say GO82. The regular serving ones all have that GO design on it.
Yeah. Nathan, what? You just gave me the poo-poo for being the Grinch. And now suddenly you're just like...
These are not Arabesque Brothers quality glass engravings, sir. I can tell you that much.
I don't know. They could
These are the highest res glasses I've ever seen in my entire life. All right? Well, and there's a community of men, a community of learned Epcot men who understand the institution for what it is.
High-res people, yes.
And they're high-res thinkers, and they understand Walt's true vision for Utopia and how it's just a lot of white men in skinny black ties doing science. All right? That's the future, all right? And Fantastic Four will show us that in the MCU.
Yes.
So
this is making me wonder, okay, obviously this is just a concept, but the GO82 glasses, those are supposed to be like a souvenir glass that you can purchase. But are they just stamped on there or are they engraved like what they do over at Arribas Brothers? Because based off that picture, that is a PNG put over top of it.
Yeah.
That doesn't look washing or dishwasher safe.
Exactly.
No, absolutely not.
Hot take for Megan, man. That is so true, Meg. You can't. You gotta. I'm not. You want me to bring things into my home that I can't put in my dishwasher? Excuse me.
That's the standard for most people now.
I don't have a problem with this spot. I understand what its purpose is. It is now the bachelorette party pavilion. That's the point, right?
I mean, yes.
It's that's why they've made this.
Also, it's trying to be a little bit of Celestial Park in a lot of ways. Like, I mean, it like there is kind of like the land rush of like. I would put like it's gonna get so bad that like I bet they're gonna pave World Showcase Lagoon to put a carousel and a roller coaster just because like that's the whole vibe of Epic is what if we had Epcot but you could walk through the water, you know what I mean, like it's really, and this is really pushing towards that energy. And so Epcot and Epic will be button heads. I think,
But
they'll be the two destinations.
But
I just don't think this is like. I understand the sophisticated and like having this be a paid experience. Yes, it'll be the Bachelorette location. And after looking at the menu, I'm like, okay, some of these will do pretty good, but also some of these drink mixes seem very heavy for a middle of a Florida hot park day. So when you leave this location in the middle of the day, you are gonna regret it later.
Yeah, but this is for the girlies showing up at 3. They're gonna ride that fish ride. And the Soarin', because we love Soarin',
like
and then we're gonna land here and hang.
Accurate.
What, you don't have to pay to get in here, do you? Or is it like
you have to have a reservation?
You have to have a reservation, right?
The firework viewing will be a paid experience. It will be a paid.
Yeah, it's like a okay.
It's like a firework
dining. Okay, yeah, got it. Okay,
from a mile away. It's like how they're like. Pay us money and you'll get champagne and a little treat, and you get to watch the fireworks. They're calling it the fireworks
inside. From inside.
Is that picture that we saw what's going to be available during the firework party?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Because that's the
Meg
champagne
and I are
glasses.
in because deviled eggs are there. So
honestly, deviled eggs and charcuterie, I'm in. I'm sat. Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
But from inside, yeah. The skyline, at least the Skyline Terrace over at Disneyland, is outside. It's far away, but it's outside.
I assume they're not going to like take you out of here and take you somewhere else.
No, there's nowhere else to take.
There's nowhere else to go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
it's not a bad view, honestly. I have sat next to Walt on where his statue sits at Dreamer's Point.
Taking a potty.
It's not a bad view.
Yeah, the fireworks get high enough where it looks nice, but this is, even behind Walt and inside. So
$182 a person.
Yeah.
$182 for the fireworks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oof.
Do we know how much the Happily Ever After fireworks are?
Off the top of my head.
The dinner party, the thing, it's like $130.
The dessert party. It's what?
Yeah. It's like $130 or something like that.
But then that's like a
doable.
buffet style. It's not like a
and
set
it's
amount.
right there, right in front of with the castle right there.
And you get to you move from a covered location. You get there so early, and then you move to the hub grass where it's perfect lineup view.
Yeah, that's way worth it.
Right.
It's $99 a guest for the Magic Kingdom
Happily
dessert
Ever
party.
After?
And it's unlimited. It's like you can choose beer, you can choose wine. They have like a pod juice mixture.
I bet they refill your plates. I bet they refill your plates for $1.80. If you say
they
I
don't
want
refill
more.
over at World of Color over in Disneyland.
No, they don't. And you get two drinks.
They do like a little bento box of dessert.
Mm-hmm. I did the Fantasmic dinner party at MGM, and they give you like a little bento box thing too. Yeah, so.
But gang, this is not the thing that this is not the news. The news is what's going on over in Paris. You've seen the new Up ride, right? The Up themed ride for Adventureland,
yeah,
right?
But we're looking at still the cruise ship bar.
I know. It's a big reveal. Here you go. The Up ride.
There it is.
The Up ride, ladies and gentlemen.
We have entered this era of theme park management where there's like, yeah, that's fine. Bring them in. Like I mean, both parks are doing it now. It's really like Epic has a bunch of on the shelf rides that they plussed up with some great theming, like in terms of its queue and its surroundings. And this is perfect. Are you freaking kidding me? This is perfect.
This is
exactly what an up ride should be, if you think about it.
Well, you are going up. You are going up.
Eventually you will come down, but that's the sequel.
Down?
Yeah.
I have seen. I saw the prequel, Sideways. I don't know what it had to do with Up, but a lot of wine drunk in it. It was really weird. I just think it's really. This is what Adventure Park is what they're calling it now. So this is not a shock.
Yeah.
This is in Studio
and coming
Paris.
soon to Disney's California Adventure, Pixar Pier, no doubt.
They're gonna change this one to Up.
I would
for sure.
honestly not be surprised if they retheme Silly Symphony Swings and literally copy and paste this over.
Who cares about Mickey Mouse? No one.
Yeah.
I mean,
no
it's
one
the
cares.
best song. It is such a
Sure,
good song.
Danielle,
It is a nice
You are
ode
slowly dying. We're all so old, Danielle. The 3-year-olds, they're growing up. They don't care about Mickey. Like, they're over it.
They don't care about Up either. Up is already super old.
That's true.
Yeah, but they love swings.
They could, I know, they also could retheme Jumpin' Jellyfish, which has been there since 2001, to make it look like a little balloon house. But I think they would sooner do Silly Symphony because that would take less effort.
They have the Jumping Jellyfish thing in Paris, and the Pixar Toy Story thing it's the
Green Army Man.
Green Army Man thing, right? Yeah.
Yep, the parachutes.
I'm surprised that hasn't made its way over. I'm sure that there'll be some investment when Toy Story 6 comes out. The marketing money will probably be there to flip that ride. I guarantee it. That's how all things happen in the parks, guys, is with that kind of stuff. So this is great.
Well, and all the money is technically being spent, we think, over here, which is Adventure World's brand new Lion King Splash Mountain ride. I mean, this is where all the money's going.
I want to go on this so bad. This looks so cool. I'm excited for it.
I love how during D23 the concept art was very heavily themed to live action Lion King, and now all the new concept art has switched over to the cartoon version. Me and Megan, we talked about this over on Disney Countdown show. If we're like, "Oh, you noticed that change?" And Megan's like, "Yeah, we noticed."
Wait, say it again.
God.
The original concept art we saw during D23 featured a live action version of Rafiki.
Well, but listen, guys, listen to me. Listen to me when I speak. To say that this is live action Lion King on the outside. Yeah. The outside of the ride is live action Lion King. There's just no way not to do it, because otherwise it's going to look like Rip Saw Falls, Toon Lagoon, all cell shaded.
Sure.
You know, it has to be but
it legitimately was. The old artwork had Rafiki from the live action in it.
Sure. I'm just saying that, like, the animatronics are going to be like Tiana-esque, but it's going to be cartoon characters in the live action Lion King world. There is no doubt.
Animal Kingdom vibes, but more colorful. Like, I see they had the little gems hanging out of the tree over here on the concept art. So that's going to be like the pops of color.
Right. And if you told me that, like, Danny Glover and like Beyonce, like, they got those voices, not Beyonce, but Beyonce sounded like
Danny Glover.
Donald Glover. Danny
Glover.
Guys, I have the brain of a chicken.
The Lethal Weapon update to Splash Mountain was great. I loved the Danny Glover.
But what's so funny to me is that this ride bizarrely looks like Tiana's Bayou during a drought.
It's true. I mean,
a little bit.
This looks like Tiana's Bayou when Scar was taken over. You know what I mean? And all the foliage retreated and died.
There's too much water. You know.
Yeah.
The classic water that was just off shot the whole time.
I am beyond hyped for this, and I cannot wait for, like, guys, if you're not into the Lion King lore and you're not into these live action movies, they're having a great time over there.
And they are.
They have fully introduced magic into these live action films in the second one, and the prequel in the Mufasa movie, because, like, Rafiki summons this out of the ground like an earthbender from Avatar. Like, it's an insane moment in the movie. It's insane. It's an insane moment. And so if you're to tell me, and then also you forget at the end of the original Lion King cartoon version,
yes,
Simba, with the help of his monkey god Rafiki, like, they transform the Pridelands.
Well, the water does.
It happens before your eyes. It goes from dead to life. You know what I mean? Like Moana style. You know, like the end of Moana.
It does, actually, now that you say that.
Yeah, there is secret magic in the Lion King. It's great. I love it. I'm making a whole video about it. Stay tuned.
This is a commercial. I was trying to figure out where you were going with it.
I will say, though, if just like how everybody complained that there was a missed opportunity with the Friends on the Other Side song as you're going up the lift hill, if they don't do "Be Prepared" and then the drop note is as you go down, "Be prepared" is how you're going down. Missed opportunity.
I thought the drop was maybe this is rumor. I thought the drop was going to be like Mufasa holding Scar holding Mufasa.
That's too early. It's too early in the ride. It's too early.
No, we can figure it out. Have you been on Tiana's Bayou Adventure? Nothing makes sense. Nothing's real. Everything can be what it wants to be.
Here's
and
what
you
I want,
tell me that we built 2 Tiana's Bayous when one of them could have been this? Because look at this. This is just Splash Mountain. 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 I don't know what else.
Yeah. I want my heart of hearts for that lion on Pride Rock to kind of come out Swiss clock style. Just boop, 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 come out, do a little roar, come right back in. That's where they really
No
like
way
it
that
with
lion's
the
on all the time,
with
right?
the
No
end
way.
music of the da 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 da.
Yeah,
da,
like
da, da.
five times a day they pull a Spider-Man, and the lion comes out and does a big roar and then goes back in.
Rah.
I think that'd be great. I really hope they like put him out there. You know, it's
I can't wait to
that'd
see
be
this,
cool.
and Animal Kingdom needs it. So bring it to Animal Kingdom.
no, we're never gonna get another Splash Mountain. We already have a Splash Mountain. That'd be overkill.
In my opinion, every Disney park needs a log flume. It's just
I agree.
It's an absolute people eater. The capacity is out of control. It's always hot as balls. It's never not time to get it. And also the splash is so artificial. You can turn it off when it's cold. You can crank it up when it's hot.
People like log flumes.
Nothing's
People
real
don't
on
like
Splash
raft
Mountain.
rides. I don't think any. I love a raft ride when I want to get wet and I'm like came in my
Well,
swim trunks.
and they
but
really
nobody-
Like old
to
spooky
update and
Bird
replace
Forest raft ride,
Cali.
you mean?
Yeah, Cali's awful. Cali just needs to be ripped out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
well, and
And
Popeyes is 10 times more
Popeyes,
brutal.
Popeyes is
Destructive.
like you are literally just getting buckets and buckets of water dumped on you. It's like it is obscene. Both that
The
and
difference
Dudley.
is though you can pay to get the dryers. That's the main
Well,
thing.
we used to
Yeah.
go in our swim trunks for Islands of Adventure Day because you would just get pummeled.
It used to be
by-
a very wet park.
It's still pretty wet.
Yeah, it still is. Yeah.
Weirdly.
Yeah.
But I think
Speaking of a wet park, live action Tangled canceled.
If
Officially?
Yeah.
it answers, well, that's because it got so much crap online.
And then JoJo Siwa's audition tape leaked. So
Wait, did it really?
didn't
Yeah.
leak.
I didn't know if that was
leak.
real or AI.
No, it was real. Her
AI.
mother took it.
we're not that far in advance. You know,
I mean,
that's
we are,
that's a
but-
very anxious young woman playing with flowers in her hair, pretending to be Rapunzel. I don't think that's AI.
I think
baby.
she's playing
So-
the part. On Wednesday, her
She's
mother.
playing the part.
That's she's doing it for the audition, is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Yeah.
She didn't get it. Who got it?
No.
Who was gonna be the thing?
No, her mom just posted her audition tape. That's all.
Moms. Ugh.
Mm.
Oh, except for you,
Who would be-
Dapper Danielle's mom, who's listening right
Yes.
now. Except for you, lady.
Do we
You're
have?
great.
Are we no
You-
on a
there's nothing wrong with
JoJo?
you.
Are we no on a JoJo Siwa Tangled movie? If that would happen.
I just can't see it.
I can't see it at all. And no way it's
no.
not Sabrina Carpenter or like someone adjacent. You know what I mean? Like JoJo Siwa.
It's weird, but it's cheap. Disney likes cheap. That's the thing.
But with how much flack the
Well, they
Snow White
canceled
got,
all of their live action movies because
Oh,
of
yeah.
Snow White.
Yeah.
So
No,
I think that maybe there's a little bit of that in this.
Totally.
But
you
then
already
Stitch
had
is
a
going to
PR
come out and they're going to be
problem
like,
with one person. You think they're going to do a even bigger PR problem when
I
JoJo's
think-
mom is randomly posting stuff?
I think they have said Lion King is now a live action franchise. We'll make a third one of those. It made enough money. And
yeah, I love
we're
it. I
out.
can't wait to see it.
And we don't
Just
have
please
nothing else
bring
works.
Lin-Manuel back,
So-
please, for the love of God.
Yeah, I heard it was rough. Stitch is like what, the last one? Stitch? Is it
Is
the
it?
last live action? We don't have any other ones coming out after
Well,
this.
that's the thing. That one will do well, and then they'll be like, "Hey, we'll do more." So that'll be
possibly
fine.
Atlantis. Give it a call.
Atlantis, never happening.
Have you not
Atlantis?
seen the fan made ad that everybody thought was real?
Yeah, that's funny.
We have friends that were that made it.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was so good.
I love it. I'm a nerd for that kind of stuff. So
Oh yeah.
we're not gonna get Hunchback. We're not gonna get. There's nothing left really. So
Hunchback does not need a live action adaptation. It's fine. That one's fine.
no, I agree.
I think we'll get the live action Zootopia before we get live action Hunchback.
We will get a live
Oh my
action
gosh.
Big Hero 6. There's no doubt in my head.
No doubt, and that actually would fit into the MCU. I hope it's part of the MCU, quite honestly. So,
Yeah.
all right, what is this about headband plush characters being fun?
So
You have them yet, Danielle and Megan? Do you have your headband plush? What did you get?
Right back there. I have
So-
quite a few.
yeah, as you can see, the new hat version has come off
Yes.
recently come onto the shelves, I should say. And this is what we were talking about for those who are listening. This is the individual, like, how to put it? Their heads. So you could have two, like, Mickey ears if you want.
Yeah,
or
it's
you
a
can,
cold stone for Mickey ears, essentially.
Yeah, or
It's-
you could
just go in
pick
there and
different heads and put on a band or now a
Chipotle.
hat.
It's a Chipotle of Mickey ears. You
Ooh,
go
that
in there
sounds
and you're
so
like, I
good.
want a little of this, want a
Give me a
little of
little
that.
A little brown rice.
Yeah. and then you
put
pay
a little
a
brown
lot,
rice on yeah.
and you leave unsatisfied.
But I saw these when I was in California Adventure recently, and I just thought with the new headband coming out, or the new baseball cap, it was news, and I thought, is this the new customable height? Is this the new Spirit jersey? Is this the new hotness? I know two people who are trendsetters and know things, and that is the two people we have on this podcast. So I thought,
yeah, what's up, guys? Is everyone hot for these? Hot or not?
Let me tell you, I mean, ever since the hat dropped, I have yet to see anyone wearing it. They sold out instantly both times they dropped in Disneyland, and I have yet to see anyone wearing it.
The hat version?
The hat version.
Are they on eBay?
The headband I've seen quite a bit of, I will say.
Headbands are big, and this screams to me Japanese merch, like infiltration.
They thought of it first. They had it first for a while. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So we're just appropriating culture, and sometimes it doesn't pop off. And
Technically, they appropriated and paid for our culture so they could then make cute things with it.
They certainly did, and they're doing it better. You know what I mean? It's something we can't
always
say.
Do it better.
Always.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think, what was it? Somebody was talking about how as we look towards the recession, like if there's signs of certain things in a recession era, right? And how you're looking for little luxuries. And I think these customizable ears are going to become the next little luxuries instead of going out and buying a Dooney and Burke bag or buying something else like that from the Disney parks. So
how
this
are
is
they
going to be the
priced?
next little thing.
What are they at? Like $60-$80 to do the whole thing?
I mean,
the headband itself is
it's
around
20.
The headband itself is 20.
Is it 20 or is it like $17.99?
I could have sworn it was like $15.99 or something like that, but I haven't actually bought the headband in a while. But then the plushies themselves are $12.99.
Ooh, that's where they get you.
Just for one, yeah.
Now here's what we need: an entrepreneur out there on Etsy to make Zoom adapters.
Oh,
so that you can adapt
People
your
have already
Zooms.
done that. We saw that actively in the park actually during Dapper Day. Someone took their old Zooms and then they added a little tiny strap on the bottom of it and they just whip stitched it in or they fabric glued it and they slid them on and they created their own.
Wow,
Or
these Disney adults with their Zoom strap-ons. What a time to be alive.
Put words in my mouth again, Dan. And
Ma'am,
or they
I
took
did not put
plushies.
words in your mouth. Roll the tape. You literally said they strap on their Zooms and they go to town. All right? So I'm just repeating what you said.
Or they take like the little shoulder plushies or the keychains and they put them on that way. See, Megan, this is why I should have warned you before we got into this episode.
Don't listen to Danielle. You were here. You're present. You saw what happened. Wait, can we talk about? Did this happen? What part of the Tree of Life? A guest got caught climbing the Tree of Life.
Yeah, how did you get up there, Danielle?
So, what was this?
This is, of course, our segment.
This was 2 days ago.
Moving from the news into the segment Beware Our Guest, where we talk
Beware
about
our guest,
which tells stories of guests in the parks. And a guest recently, really like a little squirrel boy, just took himself and up that tree he done gone went. He just decided he was going to hang out.
Look at him.
Up there in the tree. We don't know any information. We don't know if this was a recently, which something we won't talk about technically in this podcast, but because a man went through a panic attack or some sort of mental blackout and was running around on top of Tiana's at Disneyland. And that's just kind of a bummer. But this guy
is the kind of thing that's like, you know how like in like France you can't go to prison for like trying to escape prison. Like they won't give you more prison time if you try to escape. It's not France, it's somewhere, but it's like, or the Netherlands, because humans have an innate desire to escape. We're also monkey people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We love to climb, and so I criminally trespass them, but just for like a week. Don't ruin their life. Let them come back. But they just have a free spirit. Like the guy. We need to catch up with the guy who climbed the Mexico Pavilion and caused them to like build that mosaic in front of the stairs and close off the ability to get up there. Where is that man? I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure this kid will be fine in 15
Dodge,
years.
Car dealership somewhere in Central Florida. Yeah.
This doesn't bother me, is all I'm saying. Let the kid run free.
There are the tree roots, right? And there are ways, if you were physically
there's
able
pathways
to.
up and
Climb
around
up
this thing.
there,
Crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, he scurried though.
And no one's up there. There's teenagers making out and vaping. Like no one goes into these like labyrinths around the Tree of Life. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, unless you're like an influencer that's trying to get ideal
And
photo pics without anybody in the background.
that this isn't an Imagineer trying to see where he can put some Zootopia characters, trying to figure out where on the tree we can carve a couple,
That's why
like,
I'm like,
Judy
where,
Hopps or something.
Where on the tree is this? Because most of those pathways are blocked off with construction walls now.
This is
we're carving Zootopia characters into it now. So that's what I'm saying. This is just an artist. This is just an artist.
This is Banksy. We caught Banksy.
Yeah, this is Banksy. This is Banksy.
I would love
wait, Nathan, what's the headline on the next one?
So our last Beware Our Guest for this episode before we enter.
You guys in Florida are really killing it. I gotta say, this is Danielle's neighbor, by the way.
Yeah, this comes from Walt Disney World News Today. Florida man caught with bulky wallet full of cocaine at Magic Kingdom. A man has been banned from.
Do you notice my face? How unsurprised I am. That's just my neighbor. It's called Florida Man. That's his name.
Yeah.
He lives right over there.
He was
Listen,
banned.
baby, I can only do lines while I'm in line. All right, you don't get it.
What are these trash
I
cans
gotta
for?
rip
If not
fat
snorting.
lines off of these handrails on Tiana's Bayou. All right.
At least he was caught before entering into Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, a man, he was banned before getting caught with a wallet full of cocaine. It says here that Dustin Lee Wallace, 44, of St. Augustine.
Dustin.
Dustin, classic Dustin move, if you know any Dustins.
Yeah, really.
Was arrested March 29th and charged with possession of cocaine. He pleaded not guilty earlier this month, according to Orange Circuit Court. Disney security officer Brian Colin described the situation in the official arrest report that he witnessed Wallace and his son walk up to the security checkpoint near the Magic Kingdom bus loop. As per usual security policy at Magic Kingdom, Colin went to wand the pair with a metal detector and check the bag.
Past guest Eddie Larson, he told us a wonderful story about dropping acid at MGM Studios. Great story.
You can do that.
So if let's open up the theme park confessional. What's your email? What's the producer email, Nathan?
Oh yeah. funfunfunpod@gmail.com.
funfunfunpod@gmail.com. Email us.
If you've
we'll
done
keep you
drugs in the
entirely
park.
anonymous. Send us your theme park confessions. I'm suddenly now incredibly piqued because for every man with a bulky wallet full of cocaine that they
didn't make it in, or there's one that did.
There are dozens more with bulky wallets full of things that. So send us your confessions at funfunfunpod@gmail.com.
I will not be on that episode.
I cannot wait to see what comes in.
Wallace later admitted to bringing drugs into the Magic Kingdom, claiming the cocaine was for stress relief. You know how cocaine really takes away the stress.
He got flagged for something else on his person.
He got his wallet was bulky.
Yeah. If you got that's why they tell you to if you have a battery bank to hold it out, any kind of thick business.
Right.
Yeah.
Or eyeglass cases, they're open them up and hold them out and that kind of stuff. So any kind of thick business, you know what I mean? Disney adults with your Zoom strap-ons. All right, so up next, our new segment, the Court of Opinion. We need a gavel sound. That's what I should add to the soundboard.
Yeah, that's what you will add
gavel
to the
sound.
gavel. Yep.
Nathan, this is your new segment, and I'm excited about the Court of Opinion.
It's an old segment from my old podcast.
It's an old, but it's new, baby. It's new, pre-owned, certified.
Yes. So we
at
are going to
Typhoon Lagoon
and everything.
So we have a
heading
case
on back to Poop Soup.
Yeah, we have a case
parks.
in front of the court, and basically what we will do at the end of this is we will vote if this is sus or legit, it's non-binding, of course, but we'll just see what our opinions are. Yes, we're not lawyers.
Let's just disclose now we're not lawyers.
Again, I do not speak for the brand or for the company.
Yeah. So this is New York mom suing Disney for $2 million after injury at Typhoon Lagoon. According to the New York Post, a mom of two is suing Disney for $2 million after she was injured on Typhoon Lagoon in April of 2022, which seems like a long time. Per the article, Kimberly Pantera was violently struck by a sudden and forceful wave while in the Typhoon Lagoon surf pool. she claims that a mammoth wave drug herself and her 3-year-old daughter underwater for several feet. That's true because it's a wave pool. According to court documents, the wave hit her from the side with such force it pummeled her, and her body skidded across the cement and granite, causing serious road rash and scrapes. And she's a picture of her road rash scrapes. Should I mention that her husband is a lawyer? Probably.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I would just say
her lawyer, apparently.
If I was in the defense, I'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, Your Honor, ma'am, and the bailiff, whatever. This person was at a water park. They were clearly not of sound mind. No one of sound mind would go to a water park.
So this
it's
is sus
nothing
for
but
you
poop
for sure.
soup.
Yeah.
This is nothing but poop soup, and anyone who would willingly go into poop soup, they're not of sound mind, Your Honor. Case closed.
So that is a sus from
anyone
Dan.
who would go to a theme park.
I mean, I'm going to say it's... I'm going to say it's sus because it's someone suing 3 years after getting some scrapes from a wave from a wave pool.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah. Seems pretty unlegit from me. So that's 2. Megan, thoughts?
Yeah, I hope that these kinds of cases get the justice they deserve, which is to be tossed out. It sounds a lot like the woman. I don't know. I felt like this happened a couple years ago too. Who got the extreme wedgie case?
Yes.
When she and she apparently had injuries from her bathing suit riding up so high from going down a water slide. It literally just makes me want to do this. For humanity.
It's sort of like that is the thing that
you
you
know
did.
what you're getting yourself into. How about
the name Typhoon is literally in the name of the park?
Or
and,
just
you didn't think your wave was going to be that big?
It's a wave pool.
It happens, 75% of the time. Like, how did you miss the last wave? Did you enter pre-wave?
There's a horn that warns you when it's about to go, and you hear the crack of the wave machine, and you know it's coming.
Right. Yeah. What are you going to do when a real wave hits you? Sue the ocean? Like, I don't know what... It's in the name.
You're going to sue Moana's grandma. She'll be like, no.
So, the sass.
Sue the ocean.
Sue in the ocean.
Gotta sue the ocean.
And where is she from again?
New York.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
No New Yorker knows how to swim.
Let's see here.
I mean... We're a Floridian. Like, we're just like,
they live on
this
an island.
This is baby waves.
What do you mean they don't know how to swim? They live on an island.
Well, in New York,
jump into your island, off of your island? No, you don't.
Yeah, you gotta go swim in the Hudson River. It's full of raw sewage. It's good for you.
Yes, exactly. It's just like Typhoon Lagoon. It's totally the same thing. Same
Let's
water.
see where her lawyer husband works. That'll give us an idea here.
I'm sending vibes that she loses quickly.
My vote is also that this is horribly sus. $2 million.
Are you telling
3 years later? No.
That a woman whose husband is a personal injury lawyer that lives in Long Island would be scheming here?
Yeah.
Are we suggesting?
Shocker.
Hey, think about the marketing opportunity
insurance
here.
fraud. I'm seeing embezzlement across state lines.
Big
I don't know. I'm seeing a
billboards.
lot
I'm
of things.
seeing we won against Disney and we got a big claim. So get your water
And
park
now you're
tickets
the
now.
Secretary of State. It's that easy.
And the other thing is that no one goes to this water park. I don't even believe this woman was there.
People definitely go to this water
They're
park.
giving tickets
I've been to
away.
Typhoon
They're
Lagoon.
begging people to go. Please, for the love of God, we have water parks. And Universal pretends that their water park is like part of their park offerings. They're like, we got 4 parks. And Disney's never like, oh, we've got 6 parks over here. Disney would never, ever, ever in a million years consider their water parks legitimate. So, I mean, if Disney does it, you think that they're... Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
And then, okay, once you hurt yourself, did you go to first aid at the water park? Like, and I'm sure if you talk to any other rec cast member, any other rec coordinator there, they're just looking at this and they're just laughing out of how much this happens on the daily and probably even worse than what this woman got.
Oh, yeah. It's violent. Like, believe me, it is.
Yeah.
It isn't. It's a wave.
If you don't know how to swim and you signed up for this is what you get.
Yeah, there's a big sign at the front for a reason, and that sign says, pass this sign, and your body is forfeit to nature and God's will.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like a shopping cart in a parking lot. You know what I mean? If it hits your car, it's just an act of God. What are you going to do?
It's an act of God. It's an act of God.
That's what
and
insurance will tell you, man. They'll tell you it's an act of God.
You know what else is an act of God? the end of this podcast. That is an act of God.
How dare you? How dare you? We have a thing. We do.
We're
at the end of each podcast, which we've been talking about doing in the beginning of the podcast.
You've been
as a way to like warm it up. So let us know in the comments. I'm sure none of you have opinions because no one cares. It's okay, but maybe some of you do. Let me put it this way. I hope more of you send us confessions than you do comment about whether you care or not about our fun and
yes, please confess. Or send questions, because we have the question.
Confess your sins. I will dress like the holy pope of theme parks. All right, I have the costume. I have I think it's hanging on the back.
We're not above sacrilege around here.
I bought a choir robe. I bought the whole Pope sash things.
Yeah,
I got it, guys. I got the whole thing. We'll do Disney Church. All right,
put it in. Sneak into the Vatican. New Pope.
Confess your sins. So we always like to end the podcast by talking about, but potentially soon in the future, start the podcast by talking about things we're doing for fun that have nothing to do with what we just talked about. Or they can, if you want to go circle back, by all means, my God. But geez. Most of these news articles were depressing. My thing I was doing for fun is I just saw the Thunderbolts, and it's
Thunderbolts asterisk.
Thunderbolts asterisk. And what I left from the movie realizing is that, and why they're bringing him back, is that the MCU films need like the Tony Stark level of like self-aware, like self-deprecating, sort of like snark and like not taking anything too seriously, because not like Deadpool or like She-Hulk where like they know their characters and a thing, but instead that the characters have like sort of like a plot armor that
they act like it's a movie for children, because that's what it is. Like they have that sort of
and Thunderbolts is so much that it's just swimming with like a lot of like that snark and sass and just a bunch of characters that just don't care, and that translates to a very relatable movie, I guess. Like, and that's why Tony Stark was so freaking cool, because he just didn't care, and we all liked him because of that, and in a big way. It informed his character, and Thunderbolts is all that. It's all that.
Movie critic Alonso Duralde in his podcast Linoleum Knife, which I highly recommend, he was saying that Thunderbolts is, if Avengers is Obama era post 9/11, this very much is a movie about now, and like this sort of like, well, you gotta sort of work with the people you have around you, because those at the top are
that's what someone else said.
Corrupt and you can't be trusted. So it's interesting. It's interesting how this, they say it's the Avengers for now, which is so depressing but true. No.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And if you like Suicide Squad, I mean, it's
the Marvel version of Suicide Squad.
It's a beat by beat remake of it, like How to Train Your Dragon live action. I mean,
they've done way better.
This is the story way different.
Yeah.
Right. There's, and I say that to say that there are only like 3 stories. Like, I mean, there's only like 3 plot structures ever, and like we all need to like stop spanking our own butts about like, oh, this movie's just the same as this movie. But I'm just saying, it's, if you like that, then you're gonna like this.
Dan is like poo-poo-ing story now. He's like, story. There's only like 3 of them. Blah. Like, just an absolute baby. So I'm there because Wyatt Russell.
I had a great time though. What a great movie. I laughed.
Yeah? Wyatt Russell.
I laughed. I wish I saw it in a full theater. I saw it at noon. During the day, like an old dying man.
The creepy person.
So
time.
Yeah.
The creepy person.
Did you like Wyatt Russell? Is he good? Because I got a little crush on Wyatt Russell. He's a very good actor.
He is phenomenal. They're all POSs. I mean, none of them like they're all truly unredeemable characters, and it's kind of great. It's great. It's just great to have that as a device inside the world that we're all so informed. We're all so informed about the MCU world. You know what I mean? So like to have like true despicable characters like exist in that space, that self-righteous space. Like. The MCU is so freaking self-righteous so regularly. Yeah. And
you like that
this is a movie about, millennial anxiety, so get hyped.
Yay! I got lots of that. Yay!
Yeah.
Swimming
childhood
in it over
trauma. Woo!
Yeah.
I got a little dash of that evangelical as well. 90s evangelical. We're just we got a soup talking about poop soup. So I saw
the trailer. There's a trailer.
Fun. This is
there's a new trailer that came out.
Yeah.
This is fine. I'm traumatized. I'm in therapy. I talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
There's a trailer about a new movie where like a bunch of kids disappear at like 2:17 a.m.
Yeah.
The whole town.
Yeah.
Like Hocus Pocus style.
I'm calling it
Weapons.
Weapons.
Yeah. I'm calling it Child Yeet.
That's crazy.
It's just child's yeeting in the middle of the night. They're just gone.
Yeah.
Did
you see
so
Barbarian,
freaky.
Megan?
Yeah.
Did you see that Barbarian movie?
No, that freaks me out too much. No, I didn't see it.
It's
crazy.
a wild movie. What
I hear.
What I do, Megan, because I'm right there with you. I don't like a freaky business. I don't like a freaky business. But what I do is I open up the movie on like Max or whatever, whatever dumb thing I'm watching it on, and then I scrub the film on silent. I turn the volume off and I scrub the film to the part where, because like I know it's all stupid, but I just want to see the dumb thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like that they and like I pause it and I look at the dumb thing, and then once you've seen the dumb thing and you're just like, oh okay, like it's like looking at the Phantom without his mask on. Like you kind of get used to it after a while.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Right.
oh okay, this isn't scary. This is stupid.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of idiots on a
Gerard
set making a
Butler.
thing, and it really disarms the film. So I'm right there. I hate a spooky business. I'm really not. I watched it as a child and it ruined me. It ruined me.
No.
So it's like exposure therapy.
Yeah, a little bit. But I'm excited. I'm excited about a movie about witches or whatever. So bring it on.
I'm going to do a fun and tale for two things. One that it's in line with what you were just talking about, which I can highly recommend. I'm a bit of about spooky stuff, especially like you get more like exorcisty stuff, and I'm like, no.
Oh, Jesus spooky gets you
Jesus
good.
spooky too. I got too much drama.
Non-denominational spooky you can kind of handle, but Jesus spooky is where you
Jesus
draw the
spooky's a
line.
no.
Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it.
Well, sort of. I don't mind like angels and demons. I just don't like.
You haven't really thought about your religious connotations with your spooky.
Well, I like a Hellboy. So if you pulp up the Jesus spooky, it's not as bad. But if it's like here's just the Exorcist.
Oh well, Hellboy is like Jesus winning. Like Hellboy's like pseudo Jesus. But spooky Jesus is like the devil winning. So that's different.
Well, anyway, a movie that's not spooky at all, but it seems like it's going to be spooky is, and I could not recommend enough. 5 stars. I loved Osgood Perkins as the monkey. It was so funny and so gross and gory. In that sort of, it's so gory that you just like immediately you go ha, like it's just too crazy to be.
This is the Pixar copyrighted monkey.
Yes. It's very funny. It's very much worth your time. But that was not the one I was going to start with this week. The one I was going to talk about is Taskmaster Season 19 has begun. And if you know Taskmaster, it is an amazing show. It's probably the best show, game show, technically, panel show.
Taskmaster's pretty great. Either of you ladies watch it?
No.
Oh,
I feel like I haven't watched any like normal TV. I haven't been to the movie theater since seeing. I think the last movie I saw was Captain America, the last Captain America movie.
New World Order.
Order,
real big.
And like
doing the Hulk.
I didn't mind it. But like I'm not a normal movie goer. Megan sees more of the movies than I do.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Well,
You
Taskmaster
gonna see
is
Thunderbolts, Megan?
What's that?
Are you gonna see Thunderbolts?
I have seen it. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Taskmaster is worth it. UK game show,
And
panel
we
show.
got an American. There's been
Jason
an American
Mantzoukas of the League fame and other things is a good place. Is in it.
I'm a little nervous because his interview, he's like playing like a character of himself. I'm a little nervous.
He is a mega fan. From what has been sort of released, is that he asked to be on the show because he loved it so much, and the budget wasn't high enough for him to fly back and forth. So he paid for some of his flights just so he could make it work. Because and you can tell like he really he knows the show. He loves the show.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how that character
it works
that he portrayed in the interview holds up against Greg on stage, like in the live segment.
It's not
like
the same.
audience segment.
He's pretty chill actually, but it's very very funny and
I'm
worth
excited.
your time.
I'm excited.
What are you girls up to? What's fun in Danielle world?
In my world, well, I feel like I've been, I don't know. There's so many different projects I've been working on with, like talking about the collaboration with Spirit Jersey, talking about the book writing, and then one's releasing literally next week, and I have my first signing happening at Barnes and Noble, and then I'm writing another book.
What's the
and
book,
then I just
Danielle?
had another phone call.
Hustle.
Huh?
What's the book? Hustle.
Well, okay, so the book that's releasing on May 13th, available everywhere and currently available for pre-order, and I did the audiobook version of, is going to be I Love Disney's Magic Kingdom, and it's
and
the
pre-orders
first
matter, y'all. Get the pre-order. Doesn't matter.
Do it. I know so many of my followers and listeners have already done it, and I love them so much and I appreciate them so much. And so now I'm working on the EPCOT version of the book. And then I just got...
Is that an exclusive news? Does anyone else know that?
I think I've told people that I am working on the new book. I don't know. Well, maybe I haven't told them that it's specifically EPCOT.
Exclusive.
Surprise!
Exclusive tease.
So currently working on that now as this one's releasing, writing the second one. I've been reached out to for another project now. So my way of dealing with all this stress of all these different creative things happening is that now I'm going through, and I don't necessarily want to do like theme park shopping because a lot of the stuff in Disney merchandise hasn't really been speaking to me here recently. So I have been doing hardcore Disney eBaying finding and trying to find little things that
What'd
speak
you
to me.
snag, Danielle?
It's nothing crazy. It's nothing too exciting, but I got really excited for it. And it's this beautiful little
I love that.
metal plate. It's one of the tin plates from the, this one specifically is between 1971 to 1973 because it has, Cape Canaveral is labeled as Cape Kennedy, if you did not know.
Wow.
And it's a fun little piece of Florida nostalgia. It's when Disney merchandising was really focused on placating to having this be your souvenir to represent your entire Florida trip. Because when you came down to Florida to go to Disney World in the 70s, there wasn't anything else. So you would go visit all these other places, but this would be the merchandise you would get at the very end because it represented all those places in it.
And there's a beautiful portrait in the Gulf of America there. So that's great.
It still says Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, that's got to get corrected. That's very un-American, Danielle.
Antiques gone woke.
I just want to let everyone know it. Viewers at home and the NSA listening, please don't punish us.
Yeah, I don't want to go to San Juan.
We don't support this old memorabilia that says something so unofficial like Gulf of Mexico.
Well, I mean,
I can't even believe it.
It says
and
Cape
we
Kennedy on
apologize.
it.
We apologize for Dapper Danielle's lack of American enthusiasm and spirit.
Yeah. Oh, someone.
Are you kidding? This
someone's
is the most
knocking on your door,
Americana thing
Danielle.
imaginable.
I think it's
even
ice.
it has the Blue Angels up there representing Pensacola. Like this
I hear
is the most
them,
Americana
Danielle.
thing.
Danielle, they're at your
Coming
door.
for you, Danielle.
It's ice coming to get you.
Anyway, moving on. So there's other great pieces of vintage merchandise that I was looking at something here recently. Another ceramic set piece, a little painted ceramics from the 70s.
You like the metals and ceramics, the mid-century stuff? Is like where you're going?
Well, I haven't decided yet. I'm going for very 70s based is what I'm trying to do, obviously based off my background in my living room. And there's these ceramic versions of the Country Bears that were originally sold blank. And then there's some people's horribly painted versions of them that I want to buy and I want to fix. So that's my next purchase I'll probably be making later on this weekend.
That's great.
Nice. I love it. I love vintage. There was a big 70s push for DIY Disney merchandise and memorabilia. They did a whole set of DIY foil print. You know, you always see the Last Supper at Grandma's house, and it's like it looks like it's made of like pennies. It's like metal, silver and gold.
Like the metal prints.
Yeah, like a metal print, or you usually see a praying hand with a starburst of metal behind it, these metal prints. Well, they did them for Disney characters, and the whole idea was for you to take them, glue them to a piece of wood, and then lacquer
Make
them.
you praying?
That was the kit. And so, no, they're not praying, but I have one hanging back here on I love them. I love them so much because they're finished in some of the most god-awful, hideous ways. Because it's like asking someone to put a Disney thing on a piece of their own wood. You know, bring your own piece of wood.
Fabulous in the beginning of the DIY era in the mid 60s.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
love
fabulous.
That's so cool. Megan, what are you doing for fun?
Oh man. Well, I'm just trying to keep up with content and things going on. Oh god, what do I have going on?
I feel like the life me and Megan are living right now is just we're constantly doing so many different projects to try to keep up with what's currently trying to stay on trend and what's happening in TikTok's algorithm, which I have no idea what's happening.
I've just given up. I've just focused on YouTube at this point. I've just given up.
I feel like I'm the only one with
those algorithms.
Megan's been really pushing on the YouTube. She's been doing a great job on the vlogging side.
Thank you.
How's
YouTube
your vlog going, Meg?
Yeah,
what was the last one that popped off?
My Star Wars Night one did pretty well. That one, my long form, that's one of my better ones. Let's see, what else we got? I tried. It was so hard to do the FanFest Nights one just because of all the like copyright music playing
Yeah.
very
Oh,
loudly
my
throughout the
goodness,
entire
yeah.
park. And
Did you have fun at FanFest? We're going to do a whole episode.
Are you?
Next episode with Peter from Ordinary Adventures and Kevin Heimbach.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Those two lunatics. So
They're great.
Did you have fun though? Like what was your highlight of FanFest?
So much fun. I mean, I couldn't believe what you got for, the night was $74 to be there for basically a whole park day, 7 hours, 7 to 2.
It's pretty crazy.
And for everything you get on a normal park day, all the rides are open, everything's open. And then the immersive experiences, the meet and greets that are special to the event, themed foods. I was like, is this stealing? Are we like Universal? Did you price this right? Like, this doesn't seem right.
That's actually awesome. That's awesome. That's
it was
really,
great.
really cool.
I think we are going again with some friends. Actually, Danielle, I think Cole's coming over to do it. I think I'm going to go again on May 18th. Yeah.
Does it run like
jealous.
Oogie Boogie? Like it runs for like 2 months, like select nights kind of thing?
It is select nights. It was kind of short from end of April to May 18th. So it's
experimental thing. I'm sure it's going to come back in a bigger force.
I think it will.
Corrections and stuff like that. The parks here in Florida are like desperate for that kind of content.
I know.
We have all these stupid after hour things, but none of them are really themed. And I'm a big fan of Orlando Informer and what they do with their after hours. And it's not $74. It's, $200 a person approximately, but the whole park is open. Restaurants, novelty, Homer donuts, butterbeer, whatever you want, you just take. It's crazy to have like a park just unlocked for you. It's like being given the keys to the kingdom. But having a thing like a FanFest for $74, where it's like a bunch of pop-ups in an existing, like EPCOT after hours, it sucks. So you put a bunch of like lights over by the land pavilion. Cool. You put a DJ over by Mission Space. Whoa. You know what I mean? Like it's like, could you like Disney could never. I mean, it really is the thing. It's just that Disney could never.
What other IPs would you bring in that? And I love the anime references in FanFest, and that's what I'm most jealous of is like One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen represented.
It's crazy that Universal, and I mean, I just had a podcast with Alicia where we talked about this, a lost pilot episode of the show. But Universal has like much more of a finger on the zeitgeist of like what is going on in pop culture, and they can play with that more. And there's not like 1,000 levels of red tape.
Well, they're willing to pay too
with this old institution of Disney to like be like, hey, we want
100%.
We want to, make a Kingdom Hearts thing. No, you can't do that.
Well, who
I don't know what a Kingdom Hearts is. Get out of here, kid. That's Disney. Like
Disney. Who wants to work with Disney? Like no one wants to work with Disney when you're that big. Like this is why
there's too much red tape involved.
That's why even places without theme parks.
Nathan's mentor and hero, J.K. Rowling, had the same sort of like inkling where she's like, I don't want to work with Disney. I want to work with Universal. They're much more, reasonable.
Now you can buy.
Nathan was just telling me about how he was so inspired. By
I was so inspired. I went and grabbed myself a Turf Light, which is what we call butterbeer in this household, and it was good times.
Save the dolls. Hey, thanks for coming, guys. It's always a blast.
Where can people find you?
I am at the Magical Millennial _, and of course, we have our podcast, the Disney Countdown Show, as well. New episodes every Monday.
Great. I've been on it. I didn't realize there's been 6 seasons since I've been on, so.
We're almost done with season 5. I know, it's crazy.
Burning.
And
I'm working on a little secret project.
But so if you're not part of the Patreon, go follow the Patreon and get their bonus episodes, so that way you can get caught up in between.
Should we do bonus episodes?
No, we don't have enough people.
Oh.
We don't even have a Patreon.
Well.
We have your Patreon. But
we could do a tier of Patreon on my Disney Dan.
We certainly could.
It could be the uncut, unfiltered version, and that's what
we
you're
don't
paying
cut
for.
anything.
People eat that
Danielle,
up.
Jesus, Joseph and Mary, you got to stop with all of these
the
innuendos.
Uncut
My God,
strap-ons.
the uncut, zoom, strap on, horn blowing.
But it's coming out of my mouth.
You are so vile,
because
disgusting.
I'm not dirty-minded like you are.
You are vile.
I can't believe I welcomed you onto this program, this family program,
Yeah.
and you're on here just talking such filth. It's absolutely out of control. I'm so sorry, Danielle, your
Christian
mother
program.
listens to this. Your mother will listen to this show. Are you kidding me?
And she will vouch for me, and she'll be like, Dan, you're wrong. Because she commented on the last video.
She'll always comments. God bless her.
On everything.
God bless her. God bless her. I hope she leaves a review on iTunes. That'd be great. Give us 5 stars, Mom. Hey, that's great. And by the way, I have a live show coming up in LA in August, late August, lining up with Oogie Boogie Bash. So stay tuned for more details on that because it's getting confirmed like as we speak. But hey, I'm going to be doing some live stuff. I can't wait. I'm hyped.
That's awesome.
Although I've done it with Danielle. We've appeared at cons and stuff together, and it's always been fun.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Hey,
all right. Well,
I'll go out there and support because I'm trying to figure out when I'm coming out in either June or August. So
yeah, I tried to plan it like it's like the first like weekish of when Oogie Boogie Bash should be, like, you know, like because it starts like August, like late August is when it starts.
It's like August 22nd or something like that.
Right, and my live show's gonna be on the 21st. So come on down and Oogie Boogie your little goddamn hearts out, and then hang out with me. It's gonna be an adult show. It's not for the children. It's gonna be
not
21
for the
plus.
family safe content.
So Danielle's gonna be a great guest star on that show eventually because she's nothing but filth. It's been the filthiest podcast I've ever had because of all of this disgusting.
My first explicit content warning
absolutely.
I've got to give,
just
without question.
Unhinged, demonetized, and everything on this. Good Lord. All right, well, the podcast is over now, so, you know.
Bye.
If you're still
Dapper
listening,
Danielle. Goodbye.
you're better than me.
Thanks, guys.
This has been a production of 710 Media.